Shalom, welcome to the Jewish View. My name is Rabbi Nachman Simon with the Chabados of Delmar, together with my co-host Mark Ronich of Statewide News Service and jbiztechvalley.com.
Well, welcome, Rabbi. We have a gastronomic extravaganza here.
I thought it was a bar mitzvah.
Well, almost. Kiddush.
Doesn't it look like it? Sure.
So we have a special guest with us this week. It's just right after Kosherfest, and Marty Stein is from Congregation Beth Emeth, and he's also one of the judges of Kosherfest. So he knows intimately how all this tastes. And welcome, Marty, again this year.
It's nice to be here.
Yeah, it's good. So tell me about the products and what you do as a judge, and how does this all come together? Because it's huge. This is like over 10,000 people, and maybe
people from all over the world.
All over the world, over 1,000 food products.
Right, and it's the largest kosher show for the trade in the industry once a year. And as I said, people come in from all over the world.
And it takes place at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. Yeah.
Convention Center. We have a preview of a lot of new products that are just being introduced to the market. And there's always new items coming onto the marketplace, which is very vital for the kosher food industry.
And this is something that, this is just the dairy products, and we're going to do a series of programs about various segments of Kosherfest, because it's so huge, we didn't really have in a half hour, you don't do justice to so many different products. So today's show is about the dairy part of Kosherfest, and then we'll do a part on meat, and we'll do a part on parov and parov products, and then we'll do a piece overall about all the other products that we didn't get into the first few shows.
I think, Marty, it's an important point that you made out, that is just that they're new products, meaning that kosher, a lot of people always think, oh, kosher's for a bunch of old fogies, and my bubby, my Zadie, and they had borscht, and they had gefilte fish, and kosher cannot be exciting. There's so much obviously exciting foods out there, so many restaurants, and
kosher is more than just gefilte fish and matzahs, and it really is, and it's got so many wonderful. For example, this is a yogurt spread. Now, I don't even see yogurt spread on as a non-kosher product.
Really?
Yogurt spread. I don't see it, but this is blueberry flavored, and they have also a honey flavor of Blue Isle, and hopefully we'll have these in the supermarkets around here. We'll have to try to get that.
Yeah, these are very new products that we went to
spicy vegetable. So we got samples to show everyone, but we also are going to start eating them soon in front of everyone too. But Marty, have you tried Blue Isle? Did you?
It was very unique, very unique product.
Yeah.
As you said, it's very unique on the marketplace.
So these are. It's OUD, and it has a halal certification on the back. So, Rabbi, why don't you talk a little about why halal and OU are so common now? They're coming together.
You really never saw that. They're kosher products, obviously, like you say, for the last 100 years. But it's very actually, not only in the kosher industry, but we can say in the almost worldly view that, people say, well, Jews and the Muslims can't get together when you see all these world problems. But on the contrary, that in the kosher, in the food industry, I guess something with food always binds people together. But it is true that there are kosher products. And what makes something kosher, not to get into a thesis about it, but the main thing is a common denominator. There's no pig, that means no gelatin products in these dairy products. And also, just to be a little bit more, certain that there's no pig milk. Mm-hmm. Now that's real funny. So, well, what do you really think about it? But in ancient times, Muslims been around 1,500 years, Jews been around for 3,000 years. We both hold in both religions you can't use any pig product.
In the Muslim religion or the Jewish religion. Right.
So we're common in that idea. And again, you could say, well, we really think that regular milk in the store is pig milk, but we have to be certain, and there has to be supervision. It's very interesting that the halal, the Muslim people, will accept Jewish supervision. So if you say, well, there's, as we said, there's OU, there's a kosher supervision on these products, then the halal people say, well, we know Jews wouldn't supervise, give any sanction to any pig products, so we accept it also. So many, many times that this is very modern, because you didn't see it before. First of all, the Muslim community is growing in the United States, number one, and they're having more economic power, that means, and they're obviously eating. Everybody needs to eat, and therefore they want to see more halal products, and they can join together with the kosher industry, and it's very, very interesting. I think you could see here, if we see a little bit more.
What, this one here?
Of this one there.
Yeah.
You see you can see my finger, there are three symbols. The third one down is that OU
get the
means
crackers?
Orthodox of Union,
Crackers.
the Orthodox Union, and that means the Jewish, and the D stands for dairy, and that's very important because another law in Judaism is that you can't eat meat with milk. So therefore, if you just had a roast beef dinner, very nice, hopefully it's kosher meat, they'd say, well, let's have a little yogurt for dessert, at bedtime. Well, you have to wait 6 hours after meat, and therefore they have to put the D on, saying, hey, be careful, this is dairy, it shouldn't be eaten together with meat. And then the fourth symbol at the bottom you saw was clearly halal, so you have the OU, the Jewish, and the kosher, and you have halal working together to make, so therefore...
And that's nice to see the Jews and the Muslims working together, or some product that would bring us both to the same marketplace.
Yeah,
That's very nice, coming together, So why don't we try, it's not Chalav Yisrael,
Yeah.
so...
Let me explain
Yes.
what you're making a statement here, that again, you could say, well, people can't read the Hebrew, but it does say dairy on these chocolates. And you can see in the top corner where my thumb is, there is Hebrew there, and I'll read it and translate it. It means Chalav Yisrael, which means that it's milk. Not obviously it's milk because it's dairy, but it was supervised even from the cow. Usually, a lot of rabbis, we said before, you can assume that it's from a normal dairy. They're not putting in pig milk. So he says, fine, it's good enough for us. But really, Jewish law and halal also would appreciate that it's that we see right from the cow, from the milking of the cow, that you can't...
That it's watched, it's
yeah,
supervised.
It's supervised. So that's why this is not only dairy, but it's even a super kosher,
Right.
and it's supervised right from the cow.
So I'm happy with just the blueberry spread yogurt, and I'm sure Marty is also, so you'll miss out on
Yeah,
this
right.
one. But
Well,
I do
you'll
have
tell me.
I have crackers here that are also OUD. So
All right.
that was not from KosherFest. I brought them in so
All
we
right.
can have the spread on something.
That's a real bar mitzvah show.
So
All
we're
right.
going to, Marty and I are going to share a little bit.
Washing here.
And we're
All
going,
right, there you go.
and we're going to nosh a little. And Marty, you'll take a little taste and let me know.
Tell us, Marty's the official judge at
Yeah, he
Kosher
is, but
Fest,
I'm-
so we have
I'm-
an official judge here.
That's right. Okay.
Good,
No, there you go.
very good.
What was the best dairy product at Kosher Fest this year? Which won the prize that you judged?
I don't
Yeah,
recall.
we have the
the-
pamphlet here, but we'll get into that in
All right.
another show, because we have another show of just all
All
the
the
best
news.
of
Oh, the
product.
best of- all right,
So
very
we're going to
good.
come out with another spread of the best of products, and we'll be able to taste
These
those.
look
but
pretty good
this
anyway
is,
over
I'm
here.
going to have Rabbi Simon's portion. I
There are
love
20
blueberry.
categories within the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, there's like 19 categories, I think.
Really? That's
20.
a lot.
20. All right, well, that's close enough.
And,
Okay.
Then the best of the show, so that's for another taping.
All right, but
That's
there's
right.
so many different products. So why don't you, Marty, or you want to just tell us what kind of kosher products? These are actually all new products, Mark. You know
Yeah.
that when at the Kosher Fest.
It has to be a new product before it can be at the show.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right,
And that's
so-
why sometimes we don't see the same products over and over
No,
again
you
every
won't-
year.
You won't see them.
Well,
repeated.
Manischewitz and Osam are the biggest booths, and they have the same products every year.
Well, they also
They also have new ones
They
also.
concentrate on their new products for
Yeah,
the
they
judging.
do. But when in their display, they have such a huge display,
Oh,
they do
really?
bring
Yeah.
the same products every
Kedem-
year, but
Kedem
those are the
also-
only two.
Kedem has
Kedem.
a large presence over there, too.
Yes, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. It's huge. I mean, and it's only it's not for just it's not open to the public. This
No, it's just for the trade.
it's business to business,
Business to
B2B,
business, right.
business to business. You have to have a reason for being there. And otherwise, everyone would be coming for the free food, I guess.
Not necessarily, but
I know that. So this
people
is
go there to conduct business.
so. I guess Greek yogurt's really taken on in the Jewish community. So that brings another ethnicity in with this. It's just not halal, but it's Greek. And so we have Greek light yogurt, black cherry, and we have chocolate, and we have pineapple flavor. So I think we should maybe dive in. We got mocha cafe.
really?
So why don't we dive in and
What is
have?
your favorite flavor?
What would you like as a flavor? What would you?
I like yogurt. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay, we'll try the chocolate yogurt.
Okay, good.
I'm going to have you try chocolate. Here's a spoon, and
I really say it was
Open it
going
up.
to be a bar mitzvah here.
I don't know. Is this Chalav Yisrael?
Yeah, well,
Is this?
I don't know.
Kavina, the Mahadran Shirley.
Let's see. It's gluten free.
All right, that's good.
It's Greek. It's no BST and no BGH. Probiotic. You know, they got all these symbols on here.
But you know what? That's very important too, also, because again, like you
Yes,
were
it
saying,
says Chalav Yisrael.
All
You
right,
see
there
that
you
in
go.
English, so you can have one.
what are you, the supervisor here?
Well,
The
I'm going to
kosher-
keep you honest here. You know, it's like I don't want
Yeah,
to give
but
you the
no,
wrong
I think
thing.
that's an
Very
important
good.
point. Again,
That's good
that
chocolate,
You
yeah.
just went right over it, and again, that people think fattening food like Jewish food is schmaltz and
Right.
very fattening things.
Garibinous.
And, yeah, you're right. All this Jewish food, and it's very important. Non-fat yogurt, like you say, gluten-free. It's getting more. I mean, people.
They want to be healthy.
They want to be healthy, and listen, if people are going to buy it, suppliers are going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, it's very interesting. Again, I just say that to new people who want to keep kosher, saying, well, listen, I'm a healthy person, and again, I don't want to just eat
Yeah, just don't want to eat
the schmaltz
Mm-hmm.
that my grandmother used to always make. I mean, this is the
Right.
point. Hey, listen, you can be healthy, you can be organic, and gluten-free. I know a lot of people are gluten-free.
Take a spoon.
All right,
Okay. Mm.
now you want me to be the judge too over here?
Yeah, this pineapple is great.
All right. I have to say a bracha to Adonai Eloheinu b'olam she'hakol niyeh b'vero.
Amen. So, Shehakol is the blessing because
Hashem created everything. There are specific blessings for fruit or for vegetables, but like meat and dairy, even though you shouldn't eat them together, but they're just a general
But
category.
what does it mean?
Shehakol. Thank God who created the universe, Shehakol, that everything the Yah was created bidvaro with His word, because it's the beginning of creation. Anybody reads the Bible, God created everything. He spoke. He didn't say He made the trees, He made the animals. He spoke.
So why do you say it over yogurt as opposed to nothing else, as opposed to not over something else? Why was that appropriate for yogurt and not
It's
another?
just a general category.
Just a general
It's
category.
a very
Okay.
general category. There's specific categories, like I said, fruit and vegetables. If I'd be eating an apple, would be another bracha,
I see.
another blessing. But all this dairy here, and even like the chocolates that
Mm-hmm.
people see, this really, your crackers would be something else. That would be more sustenance, because you can.
And what would that be?
Borei, mine, mazonas creates different.
So you have to eat, no, you can't eat a cracker now.
can.
That's right, I can.
So we'll say the blessing for you. In any case,
Thank you.
that's sustenance, again, because bread or, wheat product or grain product is more sustaining. I mean, bread and water, you can
Okay.
live on bread.
Well.
So that's why it's its own blessing.
Now, you were mentioning about being healthy,
You're right.
and there's these products here, these drinks from Nugent, that I got to tell you, I was very surprised. Again, it's Chalav Yisrael. That's what the Hebrew is over here.
That's special kosher dairy.
Right. Chalav Yisrael, there's chocolate, there's vanilla caramel. But if you look at this, the second ingredient is sugar in this small bottle, and on the thing it says sugars are 28 grams and 33 grams of carbohydrates.
That's a lot, I don't
And
know.
yeah, it's a lot in this small bottle. And then, we have a high rate of diabetes among the Jewish people.
Really, more than
More than others, yeah.
No, I didn't even know
Because there's so much sugar. So when you have a product like this, that you say, well, why aren't we looking out for each other? Why- But I guess this is maybe for kids. But it's a good, for those who have tasted it, and I haven't, but, people like it. So it's Chalav Yisrael if you want to try it.
It's innovative.
It's innovative? How is it innovative?
It's just unique.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't taste it. So I
Well, it's
don't, maybe you can-
nutritional
yeah.
health drink. Yeah, well,
With
15 essential vitamins. all
yeah,
right.
but 28 grams of sugar and it's nutritional. I mean, that's what I don't get about it. And I
There's a
mentioned
lot
it to
of
the
protein.
and I mentioned it to the people who were there.
Again,
so-
this is, like I say, it's consumer oriented. You can make the best product in the world if no one's going to buy it.
Right.
No one's, you can make it, no one's going to buy it. But so therefore, people want these kind of drinks, and
Okay.
they're obviously making it to the people. Listen, I mean, on one hand, I know that people are into healthy foods, and that's why I'm emphasizing there's organic and there's gluten-free and there's
Right.
these healthy foods.
But
On
there's
the
a
other
market
hand-
for that type of product.
Yeah, but
There's
on
a
the other
market,
hand,
and I
there's-
understand,
There's
so-
some of the stores in these Jewish neighborhoods that are candy stores.
Yes,
the
they
whole
are.
thing is a candy
Yeah.
store. Well, there's nothing healthy about that. It's sugar, but
Right.
if people want it.
Well, I just thought I'd bring it up briefly.
I mean, listen, it's
Yeah.
not only healthy, but it got
Now, these are chocolates that were, I'm wondering why they didn't.
The kosher candy is a very big category.
Yeah, this is-
the judging.
Yeah.
This is actually from Montreal. And I have to tell you that the gentleman who was at KosherFest didn't want to give me one there, so he was on his way to New Jersey, and he stopped off in Albany, and he dropped off some of these for
Really?
me.
That's very
It was so nice of him. So I just wanted to let you know these are from Chocolates Excellence. Chocolates
I mean, you could see
Excellence.
these things. These are like samples.
Yeah.
A sample.
So
So
we-
again, that
So here we are
Mark had to
talking
work
about
really,
sugar.
yeah. Mark had to work very, you're getting him a lot of credit for bringing all these products. It wasn't easy.
So why don't you take?
Go ahead, Rabbi.
Which one's good over here?
I haven't tasted it, but I'm probably going to go with this one because I like nuts, and this is nuts here, so I'm nutty.
Oh, yeah.
So don't agree.
I'll take one of the
Oh, there
one
you
of
go.
these.
One of those.
This looks good.
Wow.
It is very good.
All right, now I got to go for a jog and work off the calories.
Go to the
But
gym.
this is great. So
It is very
again,
good.
I hope that we can get these in the stores locally here. And I didn't see Price Chopper at KosherFest this year, which is unusual because they've been there other years. But they send in that representative to look around at the new products. But this year I didn't see them. So that,
But
and
that's
it was
an important point also. These are all the new products, and just being very honest, and Albany is not the biggest market in the country. Obviously, New York City is your bigger kosher consumers. They literally have whole, we have a section here and a section there. In this supermarket, people know a little kosher. They have whole supermarkets rivaling the bigger supermarkets in Albany that are entirely kosher
Yeah,
from beginning
and
to
even
end.
in Muncie, they have that also, not
Yeah.
just in New York City, but also in Rockland County and in Orange County and Kiryat Joel. So it does, there are other places around that,
right, but
I don't want to
that's
just
one-
make
Of
New
course
York
you have the
City to be
population.
the crown jewel. I
No.
mean,
You have
it's
the
a-
population to go with it.
yeah, that's
That's
true.
very important.
That is true.
So just saying
but,
that
but
many of
we
these
are,
products-
but I want you to know, we are the crossroads between Buffalo to Boston or Muncie to Montreal, and we need to have. Because we have so many people passing through, we need to have a kosher thing, not because of our a kosher presence, not because of our population, but because of to accommodate visitors and travelers and tourists. And I think that's very important. That
You're right, it's a good point, but bottom line is that you won't see a lot of these products in Albany because they're too specific or they can't, like I say, these are just the new products, let alone the old products. And
Well, I think I think if you wanted,
They advocate for it.
Chocolates Excellence has a phone number here, 514-366-5555, and you can certainly call up to Montreal, and I'm sure they won't personally deliver like he did to me, but I'm sure.
or else that
you know.
even telling your own supermarket,
That's
the
right.
people that are kosher consumers, saying, hey, we'd like more variety. We know there's a variety. We saw it on
That's
the
right.
Jewish View that there's so many of these new kosher products
Right.
out there. Hey, and again, just like the manufacturers are consumer-oriented, the supermarkets are also. They're not saying, you got to buy this and that's all. Hey, you want it. You're going to buy it. Fine, we'll
Mm-hmm. Hey,
carry it.
Marty, what are the wafers there? What are those? I don't.
That's
do you know anything about
dairy
those?
ingredients. It's another unique wafer. A lot of people like wafers. They're light to carry around in your purse
In
or
these super.
or your
Well, it's interesting also, if you see here, maybe hard to read, if we put on the TV, it says product of Italy.
That's right.
So again, that's, even though Mark was saying about Greek yogurt, even though I'm sure it's not made in Greece, but nevertheless, a
And
lot
Montreal
of these...
chocolates.
Montreal, is this made in Israel?
Well, I'll find out when
Made
you
no
talk
product
about.
of U.S., all right.
Okay.
It has a lot of Hebrew on it, though. But this is a product of Italy. These little, I don't know if we can put, you're not going to be able to read it if I put it there. Yeah, maybe.
Well, put it there.
Yeah, put it there in the top corner. Yeah, I'm just trying to see. And the, right across from my finger, you can maybe read it. Very, very small. It is a product of Italy, and that's important. I mean, you just see the manufacturing of food is really all over. You know, we do like to support Israel with their products.
Yeah, this is New Jersey.
New Jersey, support New
Didn't go
Jersey
far.
also.
It
There
didn't
you
go
go.
far. But then we have Isaac's Kosher. Now you think Milano's is going to be an Italian product. You'd say, oh, well, this isn't even going to be kosher. But here's a taste of Italy, and it's gluten-free, shredded Parmesan and grated Parmesan cheese, and it's no fillers. It's gluten-free. You know, it says there's a hologram sticker on the product that says the OUD symbol is valid when accompanied by a hologram sticker. So if it doesn't have the hologram sticker, you're not going to, you shouldn't go with just the OUD. It's got to have that sticker on it also. So it's even extra strict, it's more strict. So
we go to these pamphlets. We went through all the products. Now
So I'm glad we got through the products. That was a lot to get through, and I want to tell you that, you know, even at KosherFest, there's more than just food, because there's all that, like you say, an industry.
Educational.
And well, it's the industry. So, for example, you have the kosher supervising agencies, symbols that we will never see around here.
Well, that's around here. That's from
KLBD,
London.
London-based in.
Twining Tea.
Twining Tea has this. Okay, so English-made products, because
Yes.
Twining Teas are made in England and London, so they'll have a London hexture.
There are other items in the United States that have that hexture on.
Okay, but again, I wanted to just say that this originates from London. This is a British.
Well, that's what we say. There's products in Italy, products
Right.
from Israel, so they have to have these kosher supervisors all over the world.
Exactly.
People go to China too.
So here's, you know, this is Schatz Kosher Service, SKS, and their supervising agency, and they, you know, and they have a pamphlet to explain who they are. They want people to know, you know, that they're serious, that they're just not some fly-by-night operation.
Here's a kosher
And
from.
they were established in the
Italy.
U.S. in 1995 and expanded to many countries such as Israel, China, Vietnam, Singapore, Malaysia, and India. I mean, you would think that there wasn't kosher in Vietnam and Malaysia and India. I mean, so they have, you know, this is the symbol
This is
for those.
Italy.
This is Italy's, huh? Okay. Elenco Aziende Certificat Kosher.
Well, you know, it's a world economy,
So,
so
yeah.
you know they're making food all over, and
That's right. Then this
like I say,
global-
there's-
yeah,
these
global
supervisors go to China.
And what's interesting also is that there's, you know, you got to, like you're saying, it goes to China, you got to get it there. So how do you get it there? So you have these shipping companies that took out booths, and there was more than one, but the one that really impressed me and that really jumped out at me was this Q-Ship USA.
Right.
And I think that if you, let's see if I could hold this up, maybe you could see this Q-Ship USA, that there's, that, you know, they had this huge booth. They have a big marketing presence. They have these bags that they give out with their logo on it. So they, you know, really want people to know who they are, and that their integrity, and that they're fast, and that they're efficient, and you know, they,
Here's
so they
something
really
very
want.
important. Look at this pamphlet. It's kosher culinary.
That's right.
And, you know, again, like we're saying, we're trying to make the best foods, but also it's just things aren't just coming
Well,
out of a can.
I have
You
a
gotta-
story to tell you
All right,
about that,
well, let's
because
hear a story.
I spoke with the owner of
All
this. They are in Brooklyn and hooked up many years ago with Kingsborough Community College to do their culinary arts as an educational tool at the Kingsborough is Brooklyn, you know.
All right, good.
So I wanted to, so in fact I know a lot of my friends who went there, but this was this Center for Kosher Culinary Arts didn't really make it in Kingsborough. The prices were too high just to take the courses. So they really, they did it for a year, but the students didn't see the value based on the price for the tuition.
All right.
So they broke away and they became their own culinary arts school. So now they're based, I think, on Nostrand Avenue in Brooklyn. And I was talking to her because Schenectady County Community College has a culinary arts school. So maybe they can come up here and hook up with Schenectady County Community College and do something of a kosher culinary arts program up here. So I just wanted to let you know. I was talking to the woman who runs this program, and she was very excited about that. So I'm always pushing this area to have more variety of kosher food.
Yeah, all right, so you should be on the Chamber of Commerce.
And then they had this, they had magazines also. Here's the Ami magazine, From Catholicism to Kosher Cuisine. And there's this, chef who really was a, let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Perfect.
Ami magazine. And so, they have they had the Jewish Press had a booth there, and Hamodia and other Jewish newspapers. They all had their they all had their promotional.
Kosher's magazine had a booth over there.
Kosher's magazine, yeah, that's the OU magazine, right?
No, that's the one that's got all the hextures.
Well, everything,
in it,
yes,
in it.
everything. Okay.
Yeah.
And then that's all Kusha, I'm telling you. Then they had, you and I, Rabbi, made a joke when we were at Kosher Fest because you have a son named Zalman, Rabbi Zalman, so we always call him the Z-Man. So here's the book that says Z-Man, and it's really Zaman is the word. But we were joking that they have a book for Rabbi Simon's son, Z-Man, so the Z.
Now we can't make a book about himself.
That's right. It's already taken. And yeah, you were talking about sweets and candy stores, and here's Zaza, the catalog for Zaza 2015.
Just for candy.
Just for candies, and you can imagine what that looks more like a tongue coming out of there. Make you salivate, okay? And then they have Kosher Spirit, which is another magazine. So it's really been a whirlwind going through but they even when you set up a restaurant or whatever, you need these commercial kitchens, stainless steel commercial kitchens, and they had booths for that also for the industry. I tried, but I couldn't bring in
a whole stove. All right.
I asked.
They have a kosher cooking class over here.
They didn't want to deliver that one either. So anyway, but obviously, like we said, the big.
Well, I think this is important too, also because Kosher Fest is in November, and look at that. Literally a half a year ahead of time, like everybody thinking in November about Hanukkah, and you're not thinking of Passover. Who's thinking even about Passover? The high holidays just passed. On the other hand, the industry is all set up for.
That's right. They're ordering now.
But they've been set up for a couple of months already.
Right. But But this is the latest that Kosher Fest could take place because of how the process goes within the industry. So that's what the director of the Kosher Fest was telling me, and this was not just Passover, but they had Hanukkah and Purim there too. That they were pushing products for Hanukkah and Purim and Passover. So it's been those three holidays are really the focus.
But you have to think ahead. With no consumers even thinking about Passover now, and half a year ahead of time. And
but
these guys,
the
like
industry
you say, they're thinking a year ahead of time.
They have to order their packaging and everything else for the holiday.
That's right. It all takes time to print.
It takes time to coordinate everything.
Yeah. Well, this has been really a treat, hasn't it?
Yes.
You're full now?
Oh, yeah, thanks for supper.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Next time we have to have a bar mitzvah, though.
Well, we'll have other shows, so we'll be able about Kosher Fest products, so we'll be able to eat some more. So
thank you very much for Marty being a good judge at Kosher Fest, informing us about Kosher Fest, and Mark. And thanks for the good meal over here.
Okay.
Thank you for everybody, and looking forward to a better kosher product. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.